All right, so let's talk about this Deliboy, because this thing, in my opinion, is a gem. Whoever owned it before, the paint job, the color scheme that they did was pretty amazing. I like the two-tone where this like cream color with this brown. It just makes it look pretty amazing. I think deep down inside, a lot of people say, oh, that thing's ugly. I think it is ugly, but in the most perfect way, if that makes any kind of sense at all. And I don't think it does. But it's simple. It does what it's supposed to do, which is supposed to just be a van. Be a crazy look. It's almost like a panel van is what it looks like. But I'm talking a lot. Let's do the 360 like I normally do. Let's find the flaws, the imperfections. Let's show them to you. Let's point them out. It doesn't seem to be a ton with these, or with this one in particular, but there are some. And so I might as well show them to you. We'll start off with the hood here because that's the most presentable one. There's definitely chips from, just normal driving, the wear and tear that these cars go through just driving on the roads. Although Japan's not very big on rock chips, but this must have traveled a lot because the combination of the rock chips and the amount of miles that it has, I think it shows that it was probably driven a whole lot. The bumper up here, this is a metal bumper, so it has a ding here with a little bit of a chip on the paint. Has some scuffs there from somebody scuffed it. The grill has a little bit of paint chips, but overall it's still good. It's just pretty dirty right now from it sitting here at the lot. So we'll go to the driver's side fender, look to see if there's any imperfections. Again, just rock chips, nothing crazy. They did follow the color scheme really well here, how they painted it. If we go up towards the cowl area, there's a couple rust dings, probably from rocks, that are sweating rust, so they need to be cleaned up and just coated so that they don't. This is probably the worst of the hood that I see there. It's just like this almost rust bubble, but nothing crazy. We go to the driver's side door, little chips here and there. The door itself is in pretty good shape. The rain guard's in good shape. The molding, you can see, when they sit, they get really crusty, but it's still there. Most of it is still there, but you can see where the rust bubbles up there. Nothing crazy though. A couple dings on the door. I think the door would buff out pretty nicely. Again, ding there. If we not open the door, because then I would have to get ahead of myself. If we keep going back, I don't know what this is, but whatever it is, looks kind of interesting. Maybe it's a way to plug it in. The window's in great shape. It still slides. It's currently locked. It reminds me of a mirror walk-through window. This whole panel is actually in pretty great shape. Just a little bit down below, you see that little bit, it's just scratched, probably just got nicked or something. If we keep going back, let's open the gas cap area. And to open the gas cap on these, just go and pull the gas cap tab, and then you can see the original color that the van used to be. It was this like interesting green color. You have the gas cap, which is like sealed shut. There we go. Too much pressure in the tank. So now we close it back up. That's the original color of the van. You can see it poking through in some areas, especially in the engine bay. Keep going around the back. I think this is the worst of it, and it looks like they touched it up so it didn't get super rusty. It is kind of a gnarly hit, but nothing crazy. Can't really tell it's there when you're kind of far away. It's only when you come up close. Go to the back area. They left us some really cool stickers. Whoever owned this van, again, shout out to them, because they really just locked in, and it goes hard in my opinion. It really does. I think whoever owned it probably was very much so into American Gene Dust people, and it shows it. There's a lot of rust sweat, probably because they used screws that are not meant to sit out in the sun, and they got paint, or sit out in the rain, but they got painted. But this is your analog backup camera. It's still there in good shape. There's a little bit of a ding here with a little bit of a paint chip from the roof rail up there. The doors back here are good. This side panel seems to be in good condition. Nothing crazy, nothing to report about there as far as like dings, dents, or anything. Again, they just sit, and so over time they get dirty. Just need to wash. This is a enclosed window that does not open. The rail here has a little bit of nicks, but that's probably when the door opens and closes. And then the handle, because it's plastic, they probably didn't treat it right when they painted it, so it still is kind of chipping off. This fender itself looks like to be in good condition. But yeah, that's pretty much the outside portion. Looks like this this door does have a little bit of rust sweat. Again, when they get nicked, like here, they don't get painted, and then rust kind of forms there when water pulls up. But overall, great shape. Door opens and closes very nicely, as you saw. Boom, boom, no issues. The antlers, this is cool because it'll tell you how far you are from the front over here. All the lights seem to be working as well. Let's take a look. Yep, seems like they're all on. But let's pop the hood. Let's show you under the hood, and then we'll go from there. Just shut these lights off. Don't need them on. Currently the AC is running. I wanted you to hear it for yourself because it's not a very loud van. I feel like the last video I made about the Blizzard, it's a diesel, so it's a lot louder. I thought this was a diesel, but it's not a diesel. This is a gas engine. It is still carbureted because of the time era. It just had carburation at that time. But yeah, you see the engine bay. Pretty clean under here. Nothing really crazy to report about. It is a 4-cylinder engine, so you're not winning any races with this thing. If you're probably packed up and hauling, it may not be the fastest vehicle, but for reference, you can look up that chassis code and that engine. It's a 5K, which I don't know what that means, but it's maybe just the classification of the engine. This was the original color that came with it. I don't believe, oh, this one had full service done. So it's got a new battery. I believe they did the timing belt, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not, because maybe it's chain driven, but so you've got a new water pump, as you can tell, new thermostat housing, well, not housing, but new thermostat temperature, and then it looks like the thermostat was probably replaced, new belts, and I believe the AC was recharged, and yeah, I don't know what else I can show you from here. It's running in great shape. No hesitations, no stutter in any weird way. It does have power steering, which is cool, and I can say that it does work. We'll take a look on the underside here now that we're here, see if there's anything that is leaking. No leaks under here, so that's a good sign. It's in good shape there. Tires are very low just from sitting overall. No rust. Well, there's surface rust, but no rot of any kind that would worry me. You can hear that the fan and the compressor are working properly as it kicks on and off. And yeah, so that's it for the engine bay. Let's see the inside now. I guess we'll go through this passenger side. Yeah, so let's see the inside now. If we come in through the driver's side here, you got the driver's side door. This thing is a little beat up, I think, from overtime, people putting their elbow on it. It's kind of unfortunate. I literally just realized that. Door panel's in good shape. It looks like the oil change stickers here, it was done at 227, and then it looks like it's due for 228. But I think, like I said, I think it got serviced, and I don't believe they put a new sticker on there. What is this? I don't know what that is. You'll have to translate that on your own. There's a little bit of paint peeling there. But they did match the door jambs, which is really nice. Carpet in here is overall not bad. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's funny, over time, this cable for the gas cap has chafed through this carpet. So I would probably replace the carpet, put a nicer, decent carpet in there. The dashboard is in, excuse me, pretty good shape. Love that it comes with a foam mount already. It's actually really, really baller. A lot of respect to whoever had this. It's got 282,194 kilometers. I know it's higher on the kilometers and people are like, wow, that's really high. But in reality, when I do the math, you'll see it. It's not very high for American standards. We see cars and vans on the road for much more than that. Has an ETC reader, which is nice. Windshield, nothing really to report other than maybe that little bit right there. But yeah, overall dash is good. You don't really get anything. It's more of a basic thing where you get the temperature gauge, you get your gas gauge, your high beam shows you when the high beams are on, e-brake, your catalytic converter, your exhaust heat, and your seatbelt light. And then you obviously have your Prindle, which is up here, and it tells you where it's at. AC controls, very simple. Just has AC. You can control it to go up and down how you please. It does have a radio, single DIN radio. I think a total 1.5 would be perfect here because it would sit a little higher and it would accent it very well. Ashtray is pretty decent, clean, doesn't really show anything. Just looks like it's got 4 vents, one there, 2 here, and 1 there. That one looks like it's a very simple basic one. It might have had one of those, but it's either open or closed. Nothing there. So you got your glove box area. What you hear is the rattling is this thing. See, if I hold it, that doesn't rattle anymore. Up here looks good. This is cool. Very simple, nothing crazy or elegant. It's just to cover up the ducting, even though they didn't do it here. It's kind of weird that they didn't do it there. You got your e-brake up here, which is really cool. That's a very Toyota thing to do. Driver's seat is actually in pretty clean condition. It just probably needs some cleaning from it being used. Let's see, up here, good condition. Up here is in good condition. It's cool that it comes with 2. See, does this work? That one does work. We'll just leave it off so it doesn't kill the battery. Grab handle here, grab handle there. You come over to the passenger side. I'm 6 feet tall as a reference. Let's see, I could comfortably sit in here. Very comfortably, actually, with no problems. The only issue that I would see is there's no armrest. So I think you would get tired, but you could always put it here. I think they sell armrests, so you could put here. Windows slide open that way, slide open this way, which is really cool. It kind of reminds me of RV style windows, like back in the day. Yeah, but my butt sits nice. I'm kind of a wider guy, 280 pounds, and I sit just fine. The roof ceiling, you got quite a bit here, so I think 2 full-size adults can sit back here. I mean, up front here with no issue. Door is a slider, which you saw already. That's really cool. And then to get the seat to go down, to go to the back, you just do that, pull this guy up, and it moves out of the way. And now you have walking room to get in and out. I think if you remove that, you could probably get more space to push it down. This does have seats that, oh, they do go down. Now, if I can figure it out, I will let you know, but I think it's very simple. Let's see if I can figure it out while on camera. There it is. You pull something, I think. There's some sort of cable somewhere. Let me see if I can figure this out real quick. I don't have too much time at this yard, so I can't really tinker with it. I know there's a strap down here, like a loop. You pull this and this whole thing folds forward. Haven't been able to figure out how to make this one fold forward yet, but this one is very simple. Has a loop here that holds it in place, so you can put that down there and it holds it in place. And then if you take it out, it goes down, push that up, and then it goes up. Now you have 3 seats. This little bench isn't the best. This one's more of a straight back too, but it's not crazy. I think it's pretty good. Again, you have windows that slide open. Haven't been slid open in a while, and it looks like the molding just has to be kind of put back, and that's why they are not sliding. But oh, here we go. That might be a little bit better. I might let it slide. I think it just needs to be lubricated, to be 100% honest with you. But that one slides. Whew, I'm struggling over here. Overall good. There's some paint imperfections that are kind of showing through. There's a seatbelt here, seatbelt brick there, or on the driver's side. Overall pretty good shape. Again, if you put this down, forgot how to do this already, done it once already. If I can figure it out, I will do it. Well, that wasn't it. Anyway, figured it out. Put this guy down and pull this tab up here. Slide that over there. Put this little guy right here. That holds the seat in place. You get to back here, and you can see back here they've built a platform. I'll show you the platform from the outside, but you come out. Can you stand up in this? In my opinion, not really. Seat's falling on me. My apologies. Can you stand up here? Not really. It's a really shallow, short van. Easy to get in and out with no issue. But if you come back here, open these doors, they actually open up like that. You can open them up even further by just releasing that guy. Watching out for the backup camera, but they open up all the way like this. This bottle cap here. Got to put some elbow grease into that to open it. Reveals a little bit of rust here, nothing crazy. It's a little crunchy because it's rust that's over the paint, but nothing that you can poke through, just rust that's falling out. A little rusty on the step itself, but steps to be pretty good shape. Let's go to the roof. See the roof, just some nicks here, but nothing crazy. No like weird warpage or anything going on, which is great. Then you come to here, you see somebody built a platform, and really this could be used for just about anything you want to use this for, whether it's van life, whether it's transporting, whether it's just an additional vehicle to move your family, whatever it could be. The sky's the limits to it. I think somebody had it set up as van life or like a weekend getaway thing where they would just take it and go. If you remove this, I think you could do a lot with it. You may be able to go places that you wouldn't be able to go before because of the fact that you didn't have a van. But it's a cool van. I mean, what more can I tell you to sell you on it other than the fact that it's a Toyota, so it's got the reliability of a Toyota, and it's in great running shape, and it looks really good, and honestly it's not that expensive. I'll put the Mendy price and then I'll put the Cardealpage price. So if you want to just buy it directly from Cardealpage, you can. If you want to buy it from Mendy Imports, already cleared to the port, that's the price that I'll give you. But yeah, I need to get this thing sold. If not, this is definitely one of the ones. The three cars ultimately that I think I want to bring home is the Quick Delivery, the Deliboy, and the Blizzard, which all three are Toyotas, which is really cool. I guess I'm a Toyota fan, but I think they would do very well back home. I think you can use this as a transport vehicle for your business. Back here you load up all the goods and you can take your employees with you, whether you're going to like, you know, somebody's backyard to do their thing. I think you could put a top on the side of this and make this a kegerator, which is really cool. It's already got cool colors. You can also just use it for events in somebody's backyard. You can use it for festivals. You can use it for delivery vehicle of some sort for your business, whether it's catering or just in general. But the other one is farmers markets. If you do farmers markets, imagine a pop-up tent out of the back of this thing. This thing will just gravitate to, people will gravitate to it because they'll be like, what the heck is this? And it's a statement piece is what it is, because it functions, but it also says, hey, look at me, I'm pretty crazy that I'm willing to get this crazy car from Japan, right-hand drive, and drive it around the streets of America or any other country that you want for that matter. But yeah, if you're interested in this, just reach out, let me know. Would love to get it home. I would love for somebody back home to really have this. And if nobody picks it up, then either way it's going to get home, and then I'll even sell you even further with what I do with it, because I think it would be a good weekend warrior. So until next time, I guess I'll leave you with how awesome this van is. It's just how cool it is. We can do rims and tires before it leaves, because it is a 5-lug, and so we can find rims and tires so that they match and they look good. Probably nothing crazy can go on there because it doesn't have a lift and it's kind of raked forward, but I think some rims and tires could be very easy to get and would look really well on this. By the way, it does have speakers that function, which is really cool. I don't know where they're at. They're probably under there, but yeah.